Archivist of a Fractured World, Dudgrick Bevins is a queer interdisciplinary artist, from Delivers Country in the North Georgia mountains. He lives and creates in New York City, where he teaches literature and creative writing to high school students in Harlem. He is an MFA student at CCNY and holds an MA in American Studies. His writing and photography have been published in 2 books by BD Studios NYC, Georgia Dusk, and Route 4 Box 358. His chapbook, My Feelings Are Imaginary People Who Fight for My Attention, is available through Poets Haven Author Series, and his collaborative chapbooks are available from, gonna just try to pronounce this, Kintsugi Press. Did I do that right?
Yep.
Yes, awesome. Please welcome Dudgrick.
Thank you, John. So when the pandemic hit and we were all quarantined, I decided that it was time to go ahead and start my own micro press. And so I did. One of the first books that I did was a collaborative work with my friend Alan that I grew up with back in Georgia. The goal of my micropress is to publish queer folks, people of color, people who have been incarcerated or are incarcerated, and graduate students who work in between the areas of artistic expression and academic research. So this first book with Alan was written while he was actually incarcerated during the pandemic, right at the beginning. And we used the jail mail 50 cents an email system to write. So this very small book, Light Travels Further Than Sound, contains all of those poems and the emails. Unfortunately, he is still there, and I am here, so I will only read my parts. Naked. Dressing me in winter sweats, white briefs, tiny, elastic of the waist tugs skin. Then blue sweats. A race car in glitter, red that only the 80s knew. Small body, a miniature. Standing on the toilet, false memory of snow. His hands, coarse, of course. I can't know the difference. We are before comparison. Time when what was without exception. I am there now and never there, tying knots in reverse. We can be here and never be here again. Your brother. Second one. I am of little comfort. I hurt when you hurt. Swallow whole the stifled words and beg you, easy tongue. Can I flatten you out, undo the undue crumple, make smooth the furrows of rippled memory, gift you panacea, oak, hemlock tea to sip into your Socrates' death? My father is the food of sickness. He's young. 56 this birthday, brain damaged from radiation. I sat with you once, high, my parents asleep, dim light of kitchen sink fixture, note from my father on the table. You said, look how restrained his writing. You said, what is he holding back? I check my own script before I hit send. I ask the same of you. Moon. Above us soon, 900 miles between us and a chain-link fence, and the cliché active glue that folds space-time like books, folds gravity. Your unfinished sentences become the beginnings of mine. Shuttled between then and now, I carry the little boys with our names inside me. There is a green light that shines here too. Your back seat and right up through Ginsberg's America, right through the back glass, following Whitman's walk. You're always my Gatsby. Meatloaf singing, paradise beside. These words are a dock. You bandit. Let's make a time ship and sail the ocean closer to heaven than we imagined. This is another one. Today I am pagan, nature's fawn, as I was when we were satyrs, taught bacchanal, sitting in Underwear Creek, burn the whole of a tree in inches, brownie burnt on a stick, shitting kid guts of Mountain Dew over a log. Today we celebrate Lupercalia, ward off evil spirits. The postal service of my soul sends you a sage bundle, Ganesh, 4 raw amethysts. Have you considered our souls' touch? The moment we were under that tree, your hand covering my heart, crab apples, small branches. I put your fingers there. Horned God, out of the forest, walk on buck legs. He still watching, we still touching. If there is only one thing, it is this word. It is that word I cannot speak. Another. Your voice, copper-headed echo from a Gilmer County tin can. Sometimes I think we're hobos on the Infinity Railroad car. No sun, no sunflower or sutra. I saved your letters of purloined freedom. I learned in Atlanta, walking through streets, looking for homeless youth to feed in the corners of the cities where we did not buy acid. I learned that there are still people hopping trains, kids who duck under overpasses and hide from the cops, kids who sleep in doorways and dilapidated houses. Between rides, I think, when the wind stops blowing, after the summer cicada have cried, you and I, high again, will walk down to the Harlem River and watch the trains. We'll sit on a bench. We'll listen. Water and steel against steel, the moment of halt before momentum makes everything, including us, begin again. Next, this one and one more. King Agamemnon, I want to build you a metaphor. Icarus, perhaps, fallen boys in crashed chariots like Phaethon, or your little red car on the side of the highway, car whose back seat I only knew once, or butterflies preserved with ether puffs. In the changing room of an indoor pool, we as boy-bodied nymphs, the cave of old sirens, furies and valkyries in flight. We are brothers, sons of sun and of our fathers, two birthed the same, child of a broken universe. Starfish, regrow limbs. I'm asking you about your scar. How old is your son? How old is our father? Does anyone remember the tailor, the medic, who hoop-stitched the heel of Achilles closed? I don't. And this will be the last one. And this is the last poem in the book before the letters begin in the appendix. The morning sighs, dew of wet dreams and gods, not hearing but still possibly present. Lighter. Just as bright it flickers, damp asses from grass-bedded stargazers and the cramp of empty gut that says both eat and don't. Mix of honeysuckle and morning glory, lemonade stirred with sweet William, taste of ivy and half-melted easy caps. That red paired with the light breaking through the lattice-leafed apple tree above us. Walk home together, walk home dusty, never dry. Thank you.